Hello, this is Optimus Frank. Welcome back to the channel. If you like the content on this channel, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and click that bell for notifications. So let's begin. So the other day, I got in the mail this Voyager Studio Series 86 Scourge. Scourge the Tracker, I believe. Yeah, Scourge the Tracker, the Hunter, I think it's the Tracker, as per the movie. So I have to say it's beautiful. It's amazing. I'm glad. I mean, the only other Scourge I have is the Titans Return Deluxe class, so I'm glad they upgraded him to a Voyager class. So here I have him hooked up with as much blast damage and whatever port I could find, except one. Let's see. Right there in that gun, let's just put in, there I can find. Seems I got everything but the gun right over here. Now he's totally hooked up. So, yes, he is awesome, and you know there are details, a lot of details from the movie, and it's very cartoon accurate. So let me show you around. I only have these little wings out because in the Titans Return version, it's kind of his landing gear. But you know, it's up to you if you want to close it in. That's fine. It's just about the same level. So here's his weapon. I'll show you that in a second. One thing that stood out for me, well, let me bring that up, is that like the movie, this can pop out. And there was a scene in the movie where, and I had to watch it again, there was a scene in the movie where he could pop his head out like this and speak while in his alternate mode. And I think this is a great detail to add to this Studio Series 86 figure here. And the only thing I don't like very much is that these tend to pop off easily, you know, so while I transform it, it might come off, it might not. If you're lucky, you'll get a figure not like mine that pops off. But aside from that, it's pretty good. It's nice and smooth. You know, I always wonder how they figure to get this so smooth. And you know, I'll show you that in this. The major difference between these two, this is a good figure, this Titans Return one. Let me put his gun on. You can have a pilot in there, which is great. But what I like about this one more, and what makes it superior to me, is the look on the undercarriage. And the undercarriage here, they use his shoulders to pose as those thrusters. Here you have massive legs, and these legs are exaggerated to make it, I guess, a part of, my guess is, to make it a part of the alternate mode. They make these little, I guess these legs ginormous in order for it to look like huge thrusters appropriate for this ship. So yeah, this is him, and yeah, all around he looks great. He looks wonderful. So let me transform him. So before I do the transformation, I just want to say once again, this is smooth, it's seamless, it's a really tight transformation, which is great. So I'm going to start off by folding these little upper thrusters in, and I'm going to show his face a little bit. There are a number of different directions you can start from. So you open the bottom here, you can have that open, and one of the first things you do is kind of like you have to crack open a seashell or something, an oyster. I mean, you want to remove this first, because there is a way to do it. These parts can be delicate, you know, they are, I'm not saying they're frail, but they're thin. So you want to take this here and pull this out from the back and make sure that this folds in the back here, they fold in. You want everything to collapse in, so this goes here like that. And this, let me give you a better angle, folds in like this. See, there it popped off. So you know what, let me put this to the side, and I'll add it back later, because this is the back of him after all. So once you do that, you put some pressure here, and you're going to open it up. Yeah, this has to come loose. This little back panel there, and now there we go. I'm going to pull this up. Goes there. Now that opens up. It seems like you can store something in there if you want, but there's a certain way this folds in, so pay attention. Okay, so that's open, and that's fine. Let me just fold it up now. So this stays down here, and it all goes into that cavity right here. So when you fold it, you want to make sure that this goes right under the chest plate right there. So you have to bring this out, just like that, and fold this back in, and it's supposed to look like kind of like an L shape going that way. So this little hinge here goes right under, just like that. Let me do it again. All right, there, snaps right in. Then you take this back plate, put it down. This little piece here, his rear cone shaped or his engine, just goes right into this little hole there, right there. There you go. And you take this, turn it into 180, and there you go. So you want to take these wings, and they have these little tabs here and there. You fold it in right there to that tab. And you know what I like about this is the first studio series I've had. You know, I tried a Michael Bay studio series, and I'm glad they went to this movie. And, you know, it was an ugly bot mode, but a beautiful alternate mode, vehicle mode. So the beauty of this 1986 series, studio series, is that they're beautiful in both modes as far as that is concerned. So that's great. And you bring these arms up, close them in, and that's it. These legs are pried apart. And all you have to do is fix his feet. His toes come out first, and then his heels. Dig a nail in there, and that heel pops out. Okay, and there he is. Before I go on, I want to give you a quick look at his weapon. This is a blaster with a scope. It's kind of a short scope, but that's okay. It has a little clip there, and it has a little side peg there that you want to plug in a port, and that's fine. Other than that, that's what it is. You have room for some blast effect there, and he does come with a blast effect, which is kind of unique looking. I'm not sure what to call this, if it's purple fire. I mean, you know, it's not explosive like your typical blast effect. I guess it's more of a ray effect, wave beam effect. I'm not sure, but it comes with it, and it's nice to add to your collection if you have a collection of blast effect like I do. So to give you a closer look, I mean, this head mold is pretty spot on. It's pretty mean looking. The rest of his clothes give him this vampire look from the collar, which is also in the cartoon, along with the wings. And he also has these red claws, which is great. From pretty much from the waist and up, he looks just like the movie, from the abs to the chest, even to the frame. You know, he's not muscular, but he has this, he is like lean, but in shape, I guess, and fit. Yeah. My only thing about that, one of the things I don't like, aside from these little blasters falling out, is that sometimes if you don't position him right, he can fall back. So yeah, my two hands are here just in case, you know. I think in this bot they sacrificed form over ability. I mean, his legs, for example, they really can't rotate at a 360 because I think they wanted the form to be just right. And they did. I mean, he has biceps here. He has, you know, some nice quads there. But you really can't turn this all the way without it scratching itself. So I really don't want to do that much because I don't want the paint to chip and stuff. Yeah, I mean, he does have a lot of this plastic in the back. But he looks so good in the front. You really don't notice. You don't pay much attention to the back here. Just make sure he's standing upright. That's it. Now, one thing I do also not like so much about this, but I kind of do, is that he's really stiff. He's really stiff, and that it's tough to get him to move. These wrists, yeah, they're really, they are articulate. He is articulate, you know, as much as your every other bot, but he's just so stiff to move. And that's good, I think, because let me just try to stand him up for a sec. And that's great because I have this double dealer here who I love very much. And, you know, if you haven't checked out the review for the double dealer, you should. Though it might be long, so I would skip around if you'd like. But look at this leg. This leg is kind of loose. I'm scared to transform him because you have to manipulate these legs whenever you go from either of his alternate modes. So yeah, this leg has had it, and I'm scared to transform, so I'll keep him in this move, and I'll only, in this mode I mean, and I'll only transform him whenever necessary. Probably never. You never know. Somebody might come up to you in the street asking you, hey man, transform this double deal for me. And you know, you got to do it. If he's holding a gun to your head, you know, you just got to comply. It's your life or transforming this double dealer in any case. So, yeah. He has some beautiful detail. He has this nicely sculpted head. He even has articulation here at the top. And he's just an awesome bot all around. Let me give you a better look at his back. You know, and it's a lot, you know. And I like how this Decepticon symbol just splits in half. It just comes together when you transform him back, which I will do in a second. But yeah, just give you a second there to look at him. And he's super awesome. To transform him, it's simple. Just do everything in reverse. But it's also more satisfying transforming him from this mode to that mode. So let me fold in the heels, fold in the toes. Heels first, toes last. And then you want to connect these two just like that. And you want to take these shoulders, dislocate his shoulders. And you have these little ports here. You plug them right in, right there, those little ports. And they go right in. Now be sure that, see this little thing? Make sure you have his waist in the proper alignment, or else these little things sticking out won't go in. So make sure that's in place. And then this will go in smoothly just like that. Yeah, there. And from here, I believe you take this and you put it like that. No, you want this exactly. You want to rotate that at a 180, and that's fine. So what's next? You take the back. Spread these wings out, fold this panel back, and you bring it all back like this. I'm in the basement, that's my furnace, and that's okay. All right, so you want to take this, and you can cover his face right now if you want. It should go in right there just like that. All right? Now, this is the most satisfying part. You want to make sure that you're going to get it ready first, so you fold this out. You fold that out. And we'll do this last. They might pop out, so you take this, and here comes the Decepticon symbol coming together. It feels great. Now, before you do that, you want to make sure you snap it shut and push this in. Make sure that's nice and in, nice and firmly, and that felt good. So, close this up, and you want to make sure this is all in the right place before you finish. So you want to take this up, make sure that's in. This needs to be folded out. There. It kind of hugs the forearms there. So once that's there, you see this little notch is sticking up. Make sure that's in place. One right there. This one side went in just fine. This side did not. So right there. There. Right there. And then the hardest part for me is these sides. This side went in, but there's a little groove here that you got to go into, so you'll see it if you get your own bot. But when you get yours, you'll figure it out, I'm sure. I'm still having trouble with this. This is fairly new. It might take me a few times. Either it'll work or I will break it. So this comes up like this, just like that. Oh. Yep. Oh yes, one little detail. This little thing folds up, and that goes in right there. Another satisfying part about the transformation. So yeah, this is his alternate mode. And let me add his weapon. You put it on the side right there, and his blast effect can go here. It's another homage to when they killed Ultra Magnus. So that was a nice little detail just to give him that blast damage here. It was not there with the Titans alternate. Well, they didn't have a blast effect there, but they added a special blast effect here for when that, just to recapture that moment when they killed Ultra Magnus for the Matrix. The last cool thing about this video, about this figure, I mean, is that the box comes with, well, inside the box you come with this backdrop of the moment where he was reformatted from Thundercracker to Scourge the Tracker, and on the sides you have shrapnel and you have kickback, and just an awesome moment in the movie. And so this has been my review of Scourge the Tracker, the Voyager Scourge. And once again, if you like the content on this channel, drop a like, subscribe, click that button for notifications. I'm Optimus Frank. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.